Two bounty hunters who kicked in a door in DeKalb County and scared a teenaged girl now are under arrest. But tonight, the girl's mother says that is not enough. Nightbeat reporter Greg McCampbell has her story.
We should not have to live in fear. The way the law is written now, we have no one to protect us.
Virginia Morrow says these two men, Lovato Wallace of Union City and Andrew Spencer of Decatur, broke down her door, ransacked her house, and terrorized her 14-year-old daughter. She filed charges, and the men were arrested.
They understood that there was warrants outstanding on them. They voluntarily came in and surrendered themselves to us.
Reports say the bounty hunters made a mistake and went into the wrong house, but they won't defend their actions. Could you talk to us for a second?
Not this time.
In court, the judge set their bail at $5,000 each for property damage, but tacked on an additional $1,000 to Lovato Wallace's bail. He's also charged with roughing up the 14-year-old girl.
She's doing a little bit better. Every day she's trying to heal a little bit more and more and more, but it's going to take maybe even a lifetime for her to get back to her normal, usual self.
And Vivian Morrow says that she will contact state lawmakers to help change existing laws that are on the books right now that allowed two bounty hunters to come in and break her door down. In DeKalb County, Greg McCampbell, Channel 2 Action News, Nightbeat.
Greg, thank you for that live update. In Buckhead, NASA scientists say John Glenn's 77-year-old body will help them better understand the effects of weightlessness on astronauts' bodies. Tonight, one of our very own reporters has experienced that sensation firsthand. Channel 2's Greg McCampbell continues our live Team 2 coverage from Emory University Hospital in DeKalb County. Greg.
That's correct, Monica. Matter of fact, doctors here at Emory University, I talked with one tonight. He says this can be very devastating on your body, zero gravity. As a matter of fact, NASA scientists and experts say it has taken some astronauts at least a year to recover after coming in from outer space.
ATC,
John Glenn is not your average astronaut at 77 years old. NASA scientists say his body will endure bone loss, blood flow, and muscle deterioration problems.
These will be analyzed then as a way of telling what caused the muscle breakdown. Now, if we learn enough out of that, this has a huge potential for cutting out some of the frailties of old age right here on Earth.
Emory Hospital's Dr. Douglas Lowry studied the effects of zero gravity at NASA facilities. He believes by sending John Glenn into space, we could unlock some mysteries about aging.
Launch is one of the most stressful parts of space flight. Landing is the other stressful part. Actually, during flight, he's unlikely to have any problems with his cardiovascular system. It's really on the return to Earth, and when he has to actually get out of the space shuttle and stand up against gravity.
Bone loss is one of the effects of weightlessness. Weightlessness can be very, very stressful on your body. I have some first-hand experience at it. I flew on NASA's KC-135. They use it to train astronauts and to show them what it's like to be weightless. 50% or more get sick from the feeling of vertigo and the stress of going from 0 G's to twice your body's weight. And of course, you could tell that was the ride of my life on the KC-135 at the Johnson Space Center. But tonight, being high above the Earth with John Glenn, that would be where I'd like to be, having the ride of his life. In DeKalb County, Greg McCampbell, Channel 2 Action News.
So you want to be the first reporter in space?
You bet I do. You bet I do. We
Thank
had
you.
one person, as a matter of fact, he was a CNN reporter, and he wanted to be the first in space as a reporter. That was John Holloman, and of course, you know, we did lose him this year.
Yes, he was supposed to report on this mission. Thank you so very much, Greg.
In July of 1994, before the Republicans gained the majority in the House and Gingrich rose to Speaker, one poll showed that 65% of Americans had never heard of Gingrich. Well, Newt is pretty much a household word in the 6th District, and reaction to the news of his stepping aside from the speakership and resigning from Congress tonight has been strong and swift. Greg McCampbell joins us live from Marietta with more. Greg.
Right, I'm standing here at this Marietta diner, and it is a hot spot for opinion tonight. As a matter of fact, from left to right, opinions flow, and also from Democrat to Republican. But the one thing everyone here can agree upon, this was a bombshell, and it was a surprise. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, the Marietta Diner is open for business. Not only are meals being served up here, but so are a lot of opinions about why Newt, who was just voted in, is checking out.
I just voted for him 2 days ago. What do you mean my vote went to waste?
I'm shocked. I have to imagine that they found out something that he can't deny.
For the entire weekend, a dish of speculation is what many are left with, and some like the way it tastes.
He wants to run for president.
That's what you think, huh?
Yeah, that's what I say.
But does this come as a surprise, though, and so quickly?
A little surprise, yeah.
It totally took me by surprise because he's been so much in prominence in politics for years, and I think he's done a lot for Georgia, whether you're a Republican or a Democrat.
I can't give my opinion.
This woman says she's a relative of Newt Gingrich. She has an opinion, but not for TV. But others aren't so modest.
I knew there was a backlash from the media, but I had no idea that he would step down. I think it's quite admirable, actually.
And we've talked to a lot of people here in Cobb County, especially here in Marietta. We've got a lot of opinions, good ones here at this diner, and also some pretty good food. A lot of lawyers and politicians come here, and we'll have more for you later in this show. I'm Greg McCampbell in Cobb County, Channel 2 Action News on the Nightbeat.
Thank you, Greg.